Okay, we've got part 2 of Elaraby versus Hammamy, and the score is 5-4. I've got the speed going on the vision just so we can actually get to the action part, but the actual rally is won or lost. This is part 2 of 2. And here we go. And that'll be the winner. Okay, so this is what happens when you, if you're going to boast someone short, you need to make sure of it. And this has happened once or twice in this game already. Once again, the boast needs to be a working boast, which is a 2-wall boast and 2 bounces on the floor before that second side wall. So that second side wall is this one. So your boast generally needs to go across here, then come here, then down, then up, then down to the floor. And what that does, it'll stretch your opponent and actually make them change the angle of the ball rather than the ball coming back into them. So it's just too easy to be able to just come to a ball around about hip height that is coming towards you. Okay, her first shot is to drag it across here, and she just gets it back. Okay, that's because she overhit the ball and the ball hit the side wall, otherwise it would have been a winner. And once again, she's just done the same thing, flicked it up, and she's going to do the same thing. She doesn't use her shoulders here, if you notice. What will happen is she'll turn her wrist and not turn her shoulders. And that not turning her shoulders is the deceptive component. And that's the one. See, her movement is still going to the left, still going, still going, still going, still going. And she's just gone, can't get that. She was just deceived with body motion. And it's a beautiful way to play that shot. She just did really well. So it was too easy to set up, so that's pretty much what happened. Okay, into this one. Nice lob. And again. And the ball is out. Okay, so don't never underestimate the power of a lob. Because if you're lobbing to someone's weakness, not necessarily a definite weakness, but it's not a strength, is the best way to put it. So this is not a weakness, this is just not a strength. What happens is it's very difficult to hit a ball from there and to dictate what's going on. She's trying to just cross to the back, so there's a big open area. So from here, there's a big open area up here. If you can get it across here, it's like returning a serve. So it's like serving from there. And if you treat it like that it's just like a serve, then you can find that it'll work really well. But it's just not an easy shot to achieve. And she's overhit it with height, and it's just gone out of court. Only just out of court, by the way. But remember that you're hitting to someone's strength. So we spoke about this in previous video, that the strength through here is a real strong area. You've really got to be careful through here. So you need to clear that area. You need to make sure that the ball gets back to here. It's got to get back into here, so you can take the front position, otherwise you're in big trouble because the forehand is just such a powerful area. Okay, we continue. The score is now 7-4. Okay, so it looks like she's going to run away with this game, and we see the play is more to the back of the court. Oh, it's dragging short. Nice little volley drop. And that will be a let ball, I reckon. Or she's going to give no let. I would have almost given a let there. The shot wasn't deep enough. It wasn't good enough, in my opinion. That it should have only been a let ball, but they played a stroke. So, played a no let, sorry. So it's just the way it is. And here we go. Into the action. And the volley is on. Good shot. Okay. So once again, the choice is to go here. She's short. She's lifted it up because she's in trouble. So now she's going to hold, wait, and then place the ball short and drifting into that side wall. Because she came around from the side, that was actually a great choice. She held the ball long enough and made sure she knew she was going to come around, and she pushed it into the side wall. So she didn't overhit the ball into the nick. She went for a fading drop, and the fading drop is the one that runs away. So it just runs away. So she hit the front wall here, and then it will fade into the side wall. So it's getting further away from her, further away, further away, further away, and that's why it's difficult. If she'd hit the side wall before the floor, second bounce, then it would have come back into order and she would have got it. Not to say that she would have been able to do much with it, but she would have definitely got it. So that makes a big difference. So it's happened really, really quick, and it's come through. Sorry, the score is 7-6. I'll fix that. And here we go. There's that drop shot that she's looking for to drag her opponent forward. So this is just an error. So from here, see, that should be a fading drive. See, that's an overhit drive. And when I talk about a fading drive, from a position like this, when you're so wide on the court, this should virtually be a winner from here. So she's missed an opportunity, and I shall show you from here. She only needed to pitch here, then there, then up, and then there, or even just keep it away from the side wall and make it run, not hit the side wall in the full at all, and not pitch the ball too deep. It's got to be second bounce back wall, and it becomes really simple. But instead, she overhits it, comes off the back wall, and now it's almost put Hammamy in the same position, almost. See, she's overhit that as well. Once again, it's not a fading drive. Both of those were overhit drives, and therefore it opens up opportunity, but she's lucky enough that the tin came. So that's just an error. That's not a bad shot to play from there. If she had a nice drop shot, she would have come in on the next shot and looked for the winner. It wasn't a winning drop, she just executed it. So both players had great opportunity there, and neither of them took the opportunity. So there's lots of opportunities in every single rally. You just got to identify them and execute them. It's that simple. Okay, we're getting a bit hopeful going for the cross-court volley nick now. Great lob. And there's that lob. Okay, so once again, the lob is a wonderful, powerful attacking shot. So the boast is a good boast. That's the second bounce virtually on the side, on the floor. So it's a working boast, and that's what you need. And so she's just scrambled it back somehow. And this lob here is just great. So anytime someone plays a drop shot at the front of the court, you should always play a lob if you can, because it does this. She's moving backwards. Now, when you're moving backwards and you're trying to do something with it, you really have to go down the wall. To go cross court and to have the control over that is extremely difficult, as proven by this. And what she's done here, she's changed the angle. So Hammamy's direction of movement is this way, and so she will move through here and through here really quickly, because that's her general path of movement. To actually change her path and make her go that way is a lot more difficult. And so what happens here, it's quite simple, is she just disconnects the motion, and so instead of going in the direction she's running, she has to make her change direction. And that change of direction, even though the shot wasn't unreal, it was pretty good, but not fantastic. It was still good enough to win easily. So it's really quite simple. So the lob was the one that did the job. The lob to a difficult area is the one that really, really put her under stress and caused all the grief. So you've got to make sure you play your lobs when you can off a front court drop. It's just the way it should work. Okay, down the back. Once again, just wide enough. So if you can get the angle, if you can get the width, ball's off the side wall. See, it's come off the back wall a long way, and she's lifted it up. Now, she's not playing this as a winner. She's just playing this to take front position with a bit of luck. And once again, she's far enough away from her. So she needed to actually have an extra step in there before she actually launched into the air. So she was on full extension when she did it. So the drive down the wall wasn't good enough to take away the options or the quality out of that cross court. So you need to take away the ability to cross court and the ability to actually knock someone, for someone to knock you around with a fast drive or the high drive, high lob. Okay, cross court drop from there is aggressive, and we go with the drop winner. Okay, so here she's gone for the lob and executed it. Hasn't got it quite deep enough, and it's changed positions back down to the back, put it nice and short, and she's got a lucky nick there, here and there. So the option was there, which is a pretty good option, to once again drag her opponent forward. So when your opponent hangs around the back, so we'll go from here, I'll just show you this one. That's an aggressive shot. That's a very good shot. It's like she's done well because she's forced the average lob, and this is quite it could have been better. It could have been much better because she's hit the back wall on the full, and there's an unwritten law that when someone hits the back wall on the full, you go short. If you can go short, you see her motion is back. She's got to cover the back because all body motion is forward, and that makes that not even a good shot a winner. So the unwritten law is if the ball hits the back wall on the full, try and play a boast or a drop shot, because the need to cover the back is so great from that position because your body motion is moving forward as well, and so it's just what happens and how it works. Okay, so if we watch what goes on for the next one, as we go from here, and okay, long rally this one, that's a let. 9-8 at the moment, so the score's starting to get a little bit tight. Alright, here we go. And the drop shot is a winner. So what happened is, from here, okay, we pick up the play. It's squeezed out into the middle, and because the ball was tight. So what happens is the volley drop wasn't played as a winner, it was just played as a working shot, which is what you should be doing. And from here, this is a fading drop once again. Oh, she's gone into the nick actually. So by going into the nick, she's been lucky enough to get it. She could have actually played that a little bit better, but she almost didn't execute it. It was just good enough. So it's one of those situations where it's a just good enough drop. She played it very safe. Like, that's well high, and it's very high, and it's just happened to die in the nick enough for her to win the point. But it was the fading volley drop that did the work, put the ball on the wall. So it's a ball on the wall off a drop, set up the opportunity, and that should just pretty much, for level of this standard, for players this standard, it's just an easy winner. Okay, so we're into a game point. And this is going to be most likely a longer rally because it's what happens on game points. People just don't take risks. And there it is. So what happens is it only takes one poor shot to lose a rally. Drive down the wall. This is on the wall. So this is a good shot going down towards the back wall almost, which causes this. And that's the winner. So the hero of this rally is not the volley drop, although that is very good. This drive here, this one from here, see this one here is in the middle enough, and that's the one that's lost the point there. From here it just needs a really good quality fading drive that bounces just behind the service box, which is elite quality, and it's going up, and now it's going down. So it's going down towards the back wall, which puts that little bit of stress on your wrist to actually have to get under the ball. So now she's got to do a little bit of wrist work rather than just body work, because she's got to dig it out. So she's getting the ball from behind her a little bit. You'll see her right leg will cut back and she'll turn her body to get an angle on the ball. And it squeezes into the sidewall. With that squeezing into the sidewall, so it was the drive that set this up, the drive that made all the difference. And then you've just got to have the ability or the class to be able to take your space. She's gone off her back foot, transitioning her weight, making sure she's got a really balanced position. Left hand's out for balance, open face follow through, and lifts her racket out of the way and finishes it up with a beautiful volley drop. So there you go. There is the game. It's 11-8, and that's a pretty good tight tussle, and it was pretty neck and neck there for a little while. And you see the scores, the scoreline. This is what happens in a lot of matches. You see one player will get off to an early start, the other player will consolidate, then there'll be this little tussle of points. It'll be a flourish at the end there, trying to really get back on, and as soon as that little run's over, it's a dogfight to one player to the other just to see who's going to come out on top. But concentration goes in little spans. You see this concentration here, 1, 2, 3 points here, goes 2 points here, 2 points here, 3 points here. So it often goes in little concentration spans, that you don't just get no more than generally 3 points before the other player starts to really knuckle down. It can happen, obviously, that you get more, but generally this happens a lot, that you get these little 3 and 2 point runs, and the rest of it becomes like this real battle towards the end. It becomes like longer rallies and everything as well. There you go. Hope you enjoyed that. That is our game review, and we try and cover off why the players or why each rally was either won or lost, and I hope you enjoyed it.